Well, my name's Tony, and I'm one of the co-founders and owners of Captis, and you can read more about us in the description below. By the way, if you'll go ahead and subscribe to our channel, just click the subscribe link, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be putting out more videos on how to grow your business, things that you can do to help benefit your sales, increase sales, make your operations more efficient. So we'll be putting these videos out on a regular basis. So go ahead and subscribe so that way you can get ahead on those. Also like this video and share this video with other people who might find value in it. We want to get as many business owners, entrepreneurs as possible, the resources they need to grow their businesses. And you can help us do that by sharing these videos. We're going through a series, How to Effectively Nurture New Leads. We're in stage 5. There's essentially 5 stages. I mean, you could argue for more, but there's essentially 5 stages in the process of nurturing new leads. We start with stage 1. These are the new leads that have come into your system, and you have not been able to get a hold of them yet. I mean, yes, they've reached out to you, but you have not actually talked with them, either through text, email, or phone call, or through social media. That's stage 1, and there's certain sequences that you go through in that stage. And one of the things that we do with our clients is we already have those built out to help them with those. Then you move into stage 2, the ones that you've been able to get in contact with. Now think of it like a funnel. Stage 1, not in contact, right? Stage 2, you have been in contact with them. These are the hot leads, and there's specific sequences that you need to go through to move them down. Stage 3 is they come into your store. Now, obviously, these stages, as you move through, fewer people are going to be in them. That's why it's like a funnel, because you have fewer people. Stage 4, they've been verified. And then stage 5, these are the ones that have sold. They have moved at this point from a new lead to customer. And there are specific things that you should do, steps that you need to take in this process before you move into the next phase of your journey with these customers. So I'm going to erase this real quick. I want to go through these steps as you think about stage 5. Like I said, they are a customer now. I did talk, and I'll go through this in a moment, but in stage 4, whenever they don't purchase, this is them purchasing, and that's what I want to focus on. There are 2 steps. Step 1, they have agreed to purchase, they've paid for everything, and you get a review. So they are purchasing, a review. Remember, the importance of these reviews. I was doing a webinar actually the other day, and reviews, if you generate more 5-star reviews and you respond to all of those reviews and automate this entire process, you can actually increase your rankings in Google just off your reviews. You can get more customers just off reviews. When I was managing a dealership and had salespeople and they would get reviews, we had customers that came in and asked for specific salespeople just because they read the review on them. So if you don't think reviews are important, these are extremely important for your business. So you want to get as many reviews as possible. So every customer that comes through, you want to capture and get a review on at that time. And focus the reviews along, hey, how did our sales process go? How did we do in helping you get what you wanted? By the way, this stage, this is your customer's goal. When they start out, when they put their lead in at the very beginning, the stage 5 is their goal. That's what they're thinking in their minds. I want to get and find somebody who's actually going to get me what I want. Now, if you're a buy here, pay here dealer, your customer wants to get approved and get into a vehicle. Are you the one who's actually going to reach their goal? That's their goal. And it should be your goal to make their goal happen. If their goal is not your goal, then you need to readjust how you're doing your business, because if you're selfish about it and thinking, okay, I'm just going to try and get as many customers as I can, I'm just going to try and sell what I can so that I can make money, that's your goal. But if you shift your focus and you're focused on your customer's goal and you want to make sure your customer achieves their goal and what they're looking for, you're actually going to increase your business and you're going to keep more of your customers later, because they're your number one priority, not getting paid. Does that make sense? I mean, it's a different mindset of understanding. You got into this business because you wanted to help people in some way, whether you're a buy here, pay here dealer, or your home services business, or whatever small business you have, or whatever, even if it's a large business. You got into business initially because you had something to offer so that people could benefit. You wanted people to benefit from what you have. If it's a car that you're selling, you want people to benefit because you're able to get them into a vehicle. You want them to keep paying because they're financing that vehicle. Most people don't pay cash, but if they're financing that vehicle, you want them to keep paying, and you want to make sure that that is their goal. Their goal is to buy a car and stay in it until they have it paid off or get into another vehicle. Make your customer's goal your goal. This is your number one priority, and should be from the very beginning. They trusted you with their information, and now your goal is to make your customer's goal happen through every step of this process. And if you do that, you'll get 5 stars because you are focused on your customer. And that's what's most important. And then you respond to these 5-star reviews automatically. We have AI that actually helps our clients do that, but this is your first step with the sale. Step 2 is the delivery of your product. For buy here, pay here dealers, it's delivering the vehicle to your customer. It's going through, and I've mentioned this in the previous video, going through the details of that vehicle, scheduling out service appointments for that vehicle. So we help dealers with this sequence of after the sale, an after the sale sequence, so that way they know these are the things that are coming. We help dealers put in and encourage dealers to create a video that goes through this process. So that way, at the point of sale, your customer is watching that video, they understand what their future is with that. They understand that their goal is being met because they're getting into this vehicle. If it's home service business, say you're a roofer, you go out, they say, yes, come fix my house or replace my roof. You go in, you do the job, you're doing the work, you have all that scheduled out. At the point of delivering, right, this is your delivery is a completed roof. We've delivered this to you. Now, what are your steps after that, right? Here's how you take care of your roof. Here's what you need to think about going forward. Here's how you get with your insurance to get things taken care of. That's what you got to be thinking. Again, their goal when they contacted you in a roofing case is to get their roof taken care of, their house secure. Your goal should be to make sure that happens, and then you deliver on your promise to make it happen. These are the 2 steps after the sales sequence and letting people know exactly what's going to be taking place now. And then step 1, getting those reviews and making sure that your customer's goal is being met.